All right, everyone, for those of you that are watching this on YouTube, which will still be most of you, there'll be a pinned comment, actually, with some other links where you can follow my work. At this point, it's fairly clear that I'm number one on YouTube's naughty list, so I'm not allowed to grow anymore on YouTube. Number two, the structure of YouTube, even for people that aren't on the naughty list, is a huge impedance to them growing. The problem is this. The priority creator system that they originally dreamed up 4 years ago, I believe now, initially was so that people who were like late night shows and stuff like that could talk about edgy issues, and the bots, the algorithms, would pass them over for moderation. The idea is if you've got the ABC network making videos, the chances of them releasing something that would be strictly against TOS, like hardcore porn or something like that, or someone saying the N-word for 10 minutes, is pretty low. And so the algorithms would simply skip them, especially for copyright concerns, which would be a problem in and of itself as well. That way, false flagging raids couldn't hit some of the bigger, more popular channels, the corporate networks that pay YouTube, of course. Money was definitely involved, and that was the initial idea of the priority creator sort of circle. Since then, they've expanded what it means to be a priority creator. Now they have a bunch of AstroTurf sort of pop culture tween stars there too. And what they've done is a priority creator now gets favorable treatment with regards to recommended videos, up next, trending, search results, searchability on Google at large, not just YouTube. The problem is, therefore, if you're looking up current events, you're going to see a wall of Fox News and CNN articles, even if they're not even contemporary. Sometimes they'll be months old. They're still on page one. Whereas brand new breaking news on the same title, like let's say Trump, for example, something about which there's a lot of commentary every single day. If you look up Trump, you're going to see a bunch of NBC News, Fox, CNN. You might see a Trevor Noah bit. Something from BuzzFeed. But even if I've just broken out with a video that my own fans are spreading everywhere like wildfire, that is, it's technically already gone viral, I'm not going to be on page one. I might, if I'm lucky, be on page three. That is, the searchability for any user not already interacting with your content is considerably lower for anyone who's not a priority creator. This disproportionately has impacted anyone who does anything with regards to current events, even of a non-political nature, which is why a lot of people are getting fed up with YouTube, especially with its searchability issue, therefore. They have nothing to do with politics. They're talking about current events, but within science. Well, I fucking love science is going to appear before you. The YouTubers who have extremely large entrenched audiences, corporate YouTubers, and the AstroTurf creators that they're trying to force down people's throats who have corporate contracts usually, those are the priority creators. Well, you're not on that list. It doesn't even matter if you have a huge audience. PewDiePie's on that list by default because he's the biggest YouTuber, but by and large, even some of the biggest names, people with multi-millions of fans, aren't on that list, and so they can't be searched. The problem is you've got people with audiences considerably bigger than mine that are basically dead in the water right now, whose channels are not growing. They're growing everywhere else. They get on BitChute. They got tens of thousands of fans there, steadily inclining. They're on Gab. They're using Dissenter or whatever. They've made a library channel. They're on Brighteon. They're succeeding everywhere that they make content because they know how to succeed, because they've been time-tested as content creators. The one place that won't take them seriously is the place where they've usually put in the most effort. Some of these people start spreading their material on a Facebook page. I had to revive the Facebook page for my content simply because people aren't getting notified of my work. That's the other thing. YouTube's notification system is so goddamn buggy, so consistently awful, that people often, even if they are your core audience, don't know you've uploaded. I'm just going to tell you right out, just fucking check the channel once a day, because there will almost certainly be new uploads. If there's not, I'm probably in travel or I'm really sick, and I probably announced that I wouldn't be making videos on Twitter. I probably put it out on other platforms. I was going to make videos today, dude, but then I got leprosy, and, I've got to take care of my sores, actually, so, it's a big problem. I was going to make videos, but my penis fell off. And I'm trying to stitch it back on. Backwards, of course. I always wondered how that would work. Just for shits and gigs, I'm Frankenstein at this point. That's basically the thing. But YouTube's not going to let me grow because I'm not a priority creator. It had stalled out most of my growth now for, almost the last year, even though I wasn't doing anything differently. The content's quality has actually inclined, and it seems like that doesn't make any difference. The other thing is I figured, well, YouTube is rewarding high-def videos and putting them ahead in search results. Maybe it's because I had that shitty webcam. I don't know. This setup's considerably better, and it still seems to be demoted. That's because I talk about a lot of current political and social issues for which there are already walls of priority creator swill, even if it's outdated, and even filtering for time of upload. Even if you say, oh, I'm going to filter for the last hour's uploads. You think that's all you're seeing? Check the dates on them very carefully. Most of the time you're not. You're seeing priority content on the first page regardless of date of upload sometimes now. It's not always, but most of the time. As far as recommended videos, forget about it. I used to be all over the place, and that helped new people find the content. All of a sudden, I'm not. I wonder why that is. Oh, that's right. Fox News has all those slots. And by the way, fuck Fox News. They're the one, people are like, well, Tucker Carlson's one of the good guys. Dude, Fox News is our competitor. Fox News is gobbling up all the recommended video space. It's not because my audience wants to watch Fox News. That's for fucking sure. I would hope once you've seen real news, you wouldn't fall for the Fox scam anymore. Here, we got to end Colteron for the third time this week to describe how Trump has failed, but she's still totally not a liberal. It's the sort of shit that you get. So yeah, on YouTube, I don't expect it. At this point, I'm never going to hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Let's just get that out of the way. I'll be lucky if I manage to crawl my way to 400,000, and I'm right on the threshold of that because there's no new growth in the channel. People are still sharing it out. The problem is, as your channel ages, especially as your demographic changes, people will be leaving at the same rate that they're coming. So it's not that I'm not reaching new people. It's just that for every new person reached, almost an old person is unsubscribing or dead, or their account got destroyed because YouTube decided to purge them. And of course, that's the other part. When you make the more edgy political commentary, your audience tends to drop like flies faster than if it's, David Pakman's audience, I suppose. Rather sad. So YouTube is no longer a place to create. Just putting this out there, there'll probably come a time in the future when I'm not on YouTube anymore. And it probably won't be because I'm banned. It'll probably be because it's been supplanted by a site that actually takes its creators seriously. I'm serious about that. If I can't reach new people on the site, why wouldn't I use another site? I'd be more likely to test out Facebook video or uploading videos to Twitter and see what happens there and see if I can actually manage to garner an audience. The uploads would still be on YouTube, but it might not even be the primary thing anymore. So symbolically, no play button on the wall at the moment, you may have noticed. It's rather sad because when you put a decade of effort into a site and you're like, well, you kind of sort of make it on that site. That's why you're known at all. And it has helped make you successful elsewhere. Trying to move everything elsewhere it's a little bit of a bitter pill to swallow because you shouldn't really have to do that. It's totally, when somebody has put in that kind of effort to your site and is delivering quality content, it's obviously quality as agreed upon by hundreds of thousands of other people, that it has some degree of informational value or it's entertaining. You should be generally treated well by that site. I'm treated well by Alltech. I have the leaders of Alltech actually attempt to communicate with me. I'm not going to get, you'll get a scripted letter from YouTube when you hit 100K. I'm sorry to all of you out there who got close and you're like, oh, I've got 70,000 subscribers, man. You'll probably never hit 100K. I'm sorry, but priority creators are going to take all of that gusto away. It's like I said before, it's affirmative action YouTube style. It's like this. If I have a shop and I'm selling 2 loaves of bread and I promote one of those loaves of bread, I am demoting the other one by default. There are a limited number of people who want a limited number of loaves and I'm promoting a competitor of their product. I am fucking them in the ass by default by doing this. This is what people don't understand about affirmative action. Limited slots, limited degrees, limited job positions. You're favoring one person over another. That's fucking the others in the ass now, isn't it? But no, I'm not saying you're bad, I'm just promoting your competitor. Well, yeah, exactly. You're not saying I'm bad, you're just saying I'm not as good. That's what the priority creator system has done. So yeah, YouTube is basically ruined for newer creators. I feel really sorry for people who are sort of on the precipice. Like they've got 10, 20,000 subscribers. They're like, well, I've got this audience, maybe I can make something of it. Chances are shrinking rapidly. Don't expect it. I'm sad about that because, of course, that's the lifeblood of the site. It's what keeps it growing. If YouTube starts to stall out and shrink, then everybody suffers. Even the priority creators will begin losing audience. And that's really what happens when a website like this begins to die. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Maybe they change course. They make searchability the way it used to be so that people can find new, interesting, intriguing, non-fucking corporate, non-bland, cloying PC content. Right now, that's pretty much all you see if you're searching for anything. If you're searching for weird shit, you're finding a bunch of debunking videos. Weird side of YouTube with the conspiracy theory tinfoil hat stuff used to be one of the most fun things you could search through. You'd see all sorts of weird stuff. The idea that it was a societal problem and needed to be suppressed is totally fucking wrong. That's an excuse that was used by the legacy media to crush competitors. That's about all. Peace out.